Well, hello, welcome back. Did you do yesterday's writing exercise? You were to write steadily for 5 to 10 minutes without the pen leaving the paper on the topic of what's in the way of having your dream vision become a reality in the area that you chose to focus on. It was an exercise for you to just follow your thought, writing anything and everything that came to mind. Just keeping the pen writing and flowing so that your chain of thought consciousness comes directly out onto the paper. It's essentially making the invisible visible. How can we work with our thoughts if we really don't know what they are, right? If you haven't done yesterday's writing assignment, or if you didn't do it the way it was meant to be done, then pause this video right now, do the exercise, and come back. I'll wait. And if you did do it, and you're all ready for today, then awesome. Welcome back, let's get started. We're going to look at yesterday's writing closely, and we're going to see what secrets we can uncover from it. These clues will help you bridge the gap from your current life to your ideal vision. Today, we're going to read into the thoughts we wrote down and decipher what thoughts we have that are actually fact and what thoughts are fiction. Perhaps thoughts we've thought so many times that we really believe them to be true. Sometimes beliefs are so entrenched that it takes us a long time, if we ever do, to figure out that it was our own thoughts that created them. We may not even realize that they're there. When I first did this exercise like this, I learned that many of my thoughts were conflicting. They just were opposing each other and not in line with what I wanted. So that in itself stopped me from taking actions that would have had me live the way I wanted. Most of my beliefs were formed from opinions I heard from others through my life. And when I really sorted them out, I found that I was telling myself some pretty strange things. And then after seeing how these thoughts formed a convoluted, contradictory picture, I was able to let go of beliefs that weren't real and begin to design my new beliefs, just by choosing the thoughts to think and then thinking them over and over instead. All of my issues around the topic became non-issues, and by doing this, I could easily overcome them and move on. So I want you to get out what you wrote yesterday. Find a mirror and sit down in front of it if possible, and start reading it out loud. Read what you wrote in the first exercise yesterday over and over again. Now keep reading many times out loud. When you're doing this, have a pencil and underline only the parts that are absolute 100% truth. These are the parts that anyone could verify, not just an opinion, something you've heard or something you believe. Keep writing out loud, and at some point you'll be able to decipher what is real and what other stuff you've been telling yourself. Chances are that some of this other stuff has been getting in the way of you being the person you need to be to have the life that you want in that area. Here are some things I want you to look out for, okay? The first one is judgments. Judgments or thoughts about others are not facts, no matter what caused you to believe these things about them. For example, my mom's just always like that. He is the way he is. She is the way she is. I'm the way I am. And the second one is the media. So TV, internet, radio, newspapers, so on and so forth. And any other sources are usually opinions, even if they're based on a true story. And quite often, stories are manipulated to impact viewers' thinking, causing them to believe and act certain ways. So you can't necessarily rely on anything you saw on the news or the internet. Chances are, by the end of this exercise, you will realize that a lot of what you thought about your life and why you're not where you are in a certain area is really just because of what you tell yourself. So I'll give you some time to do that now. But I also want to make sure that you are still continuing to do your happiness habit daily checklist. Are you clarifying what you want on a daily basis? Are you waking up and feeling good about all the little details, feeling good in the moment and in your life? Are you increasing the amount of time you spend observing your thoughts and the way you interact with people? And are you trashing the negativity and the unwanted programming and thoughts that you don't want? I love throwing away and watching my negative thoughts get compacted in the garbage truck and taken away forever. It's my favorite. When you've done today's assignment, take a moment to share with us something you've realized that you told yourself is holding you back, and then share what you can replace it with. What thought or thoughts would you like to have that you want to turn into a belief? When you can give up some hard-trenched beliefs, anything becomes possible. So I will see you tomorrow, and remember to do your happiness habits checklist.